Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Brandi.
And this is your weekly dose of BS. I feel like so many good things are coming to an end. The Texas State Fair.
Oh my gosh.
The Real
Okay.
Houses of Beverly
Did y'all go to the
Hills.
fair? Because I went probably on the most crowded day of the entire experience.
I saw your Instagram video and it stressed me out.
Wait, did you go on the day where all the kids were out of school?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
That was really, really bad.
Oh, girl.
That was really bad. But I saw everybody I knew. Also, I stepped in lots of vomit.
Ew, gross.
When I got home, I just threw
What
my
time were you there?
shoes away. What time? I
Yeah.
got there at like 11:30.
AM?
Yeah.
Oh,
And there was vomit?
Not
Oh
from
my
people
gosh.
drinking, probably from people doing the rides.
But I didn't. But it was so
Oh.
crowded. I want to say that my first vomit step in was maybe like 1:30.
Oh my God.
And then
How many times did you step in it?
multiple times, but there wasn't a lot of places to go. And then this cute little old man in this scooter wheelchair ran over my foot, and I think all my toes look like witch feet now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
So
awful.
and then Brinkley.
What?
I'm like, okay, she goes on one ride. She's kind of dizzy, whatever, but then she still wants to go to be with her friends, whatever. And then she gets off and she just vomits all over the place on my shoes.
Oh my God.
So, and then she eats all this food or whatever. And she's having the best time. They had never been to the fair before. Then she has to take a shadoobie.
Oh yeah.
You just threw me with shadoobie, the word shadoobie.
So then you had to find the porta potty.
So then I'm like, this whole experience is, and then she's like, we get in the car after her throwing up and shadoobie, and we get in the car and I'm literally
So
throwing my
she threw
shoes
up
away.
too.
No, I didn't throw up. She did.
She threw up too. I mean, you said all these other people threw up.
Yes, you were
and
stepping and throw
in
up
it.
everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
But
Okay.
think about it, all the grease, then you're getting on the thing, and then lots of people, and then we get in, and she was like, Mom, I don't like the state fair. It is not fun. I'm like, well, yeah, you almost shit your pants and you threw up.
I mean, I like to go to the state fair, but last year we went at the very last day, so this year we went a little
best time to
earlier.
go.
No, that's the craziest time. You and Brandi went at the craziest times. But I like to go for the food. Like I like to go and try out
yes.
all the fried desserts and then get like a little turkey leg or whatever. But you know what's crazy is I feel like you can go to Six Flags where they have legitimately good rides, except for the Superman ride that'll chop off your feet. Other than that, all the other rides are
that
good.
Superman ride.
But you can, and it's a lot cheaper than the state fair.
Yeah, I just don't
I still had
trust...
$70-something in tickets. In my
Oh, really?
purse. Yeah.
Where?
Well,
In this
Trey might
purse?
take them.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I just don't trust a thing that throws my body left and right that can also be collapsed on the back of a truck. That just doesn't...
Yeah.
Yes.
I go for the food and the food alone. Nothing. The way my body is built is it does not go upside down. So
But
that's the only reason I'm there.
Okay, I hadn't been to the state fair in over 20 years. And this
Really?
was... Yes.
Wait, this is your first time back?
Yes, I hadn't been because I guess the last time it wasn't that eventful. So this time I was like, oh my God, I'm never coming back again, especially with kids. But like my thing is the food, like why do they come up with these ideas? Literally everything is fried. I mean,
Fried butter, fried Oreos,
oh my God,
fried
it's
Twinkies.
disgusting.
Oh no,
You
I
know
love
what?
it. It's so good.
disgusting.
In past years, Deandra Simmons has hosted like the judging of the food, and I've never been more jealous. That is a role I was made for. I don't know how she got that job, but man, I want it. Can you imagine? You get to eat everything.
Ew, I would not want that job.
Oh, I would actually probably be the worst of the job because I would like eat the full
That would
portion of
make
each
my
thing.
diverticulitis, like I'd
And
be back
then-
in the hospital for a week.
Oh yeah, you would not know.
Man, I want to be asked to do that one day.
No, but I was surprised. There was like a pickle bar thing, and like the pickle bar, you could do everything to your pickle.
What?
What does that mean? Everything to your pickle.
We talked about this a few weeks ago.
Like you could put like,
everything we say is
you
nasty?
could put sprinkles and whipped cream or chocolate on your
On your
pickle.
pickle?
Yes,
Are we talking about the
you
same
too
thing?
can do that to your willy.
Trey's gonna have his own pickle bar at the state fair. With all of the condiments.
But I don't know. But yeah, Deandra, I could see loving that job.
I would love that job.
Remember
I
that
could
post she did when she was in donuts?
Yes.
Oh, yes. That was funny.
That was amazing. That
I
was
love
amazing.
you, Deandra. If
I
you're
do
listening,
too. Yes. But Trey, I feel like you too would be really good at that job. I feel like I would not because I'm not adventurous with food. I feel like you and Deandra are probably pretty adventurous, especially her because she'll eat like crickets and things like that none of the rest of us eat. But I feel like you have to be somewhat adventurous because you have to be fair, right? You can't just be like, if you don't like chocolate, then, the Twinkie wins. Like, it has to be what's the best cooked thing.
I don't know, but the whole thing grosses me out.
I love it.
I mean, do you have a deep fryer at your house?
Absolutely.
Do you?
No, I don't. That's why I go to the
don't.
state fair. I do have an air fryer that I don't know how to use.
Oh, that's what I have. I have an air fryer. You're right.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it's the same as a deep fryer, where it's a greasy.
Ugh.
But yes, I do love some fries.
Think about it. That grease thing has all the grease from what's left over for how long?
I mean,
they don't switch out that grease, people.
Well, you know what? Like, I was raised with my dad not really switching out the grease. My dad would make bacon and eggs, and he would do the bacon, and then he would fry the eggs in the bacon grease. And then he would keep the bacon grease in a little container, and then next time he's ready to cook, he would put the bacon. Yes.
Ooh, I don't know
it's
about that.
so good. But
that is some good country cooking,
yes,
people.
but that is very country. But yes, I mean, he didn't keep it for 5 years, but he would keep it a few times. But Travis always said, whenever he goes home from my parents' house, he feels like he gains 10 pounds and has a shooby for 5 days.
Real? That's fair.
Oh, my word.
Okay, do y'all have an issue with sticky stuff falling from your trees?
Like sap?
Yes, right now.
Oh my gosh. I
thought you were
had
going to
this
say,
tree
do you have an issue with sticky stuff falling from somewhere else?
From your pickle bar. I almost had a tree chopped down in my backyard because it's raining what I thought was sap all over our cars.
What is it?
It's not sap. Okay, so we came back from Mexico a few weeks ago, and Zach's car looked like it had a matte wrap on it. It was coated in this sticky stuff. So it's not sap. It's actually, because sap you would not be able to wash off with water. I've done lots of research on this. Posted on my Instagram story, and someone actually sent me a very interesting article where it's a major issue in the DFW area right now.
Yes.
It is these bugs. I forget, it starts with an A. I forget what it's called. An F, something. Basically, they eat the sap from the tree. Probably. They eat the sap from the tree, and then they poop out what's called honeydew. So it's like a watery residue of sap, but it's like their poop sap. And then it covers the leaves, and there's so much on the leaves that it falls down, and it's shiny. And if you look up at your tree, you'll probably see your tree is shiny. That means you have a sappy tree.
I am telling you, this happened to my dogs the other day. Okay, so I let them go down to potty because I just got them back from the trainer not too long ago. And so I let them down to go to the bathroom, and I was so excited because they were new dogs and they were just wonderful. And they come back up and they have all these leaves sticking to them, and they have long fur. I'm like, what the heck? So I try to brush them off, and they will not move. They're super glued leaves to their hair, and I'm like, what the heck? So then I'm trying to yank these leaves off, and then their hair's all gummy. It's exactly what you're saying. It's on those dang leaves. Yes.
Well, so it's been a major issue, and my neighbor works from home, and he has a tree in his front driveway, and he leaves his car parked there for days, almost I'm gonna say weeks at times, and he could not open his door the other day. It was that bad. Well, I drive every day, but I don't always open my sunroof. And I get my car washed every few days, but literally if you leave it overnight, you're gonna come outside and it's gonna be coated. And it's this gritty looking, I don't even know what it's clear though. Well, I was opening my sunroof and it wasn't opening. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try it again and again and again and again. And I just bought this car. And finally, I get it open, and I realize that I had to force it open, which I probably shouldn't have done. But I realized it was because that sticky stuff, it got in the cracks of it. And I was like, well, shoot. I burned out the motor on my sunroof.
Oh my God.
So we manually forced my sunroof closed, went and got my car washed, and I took it to Cadillac, and I said, this piece of junk y'all sold me does not work.
I bet you somebody at Cadillac's listening to this.
Probably so. And they had my car for 3 or 4 days. Last week, Stephanie had to bring me here because I was like, I don't have a car still. They still have my car. But they called me and they were like, it is the weirdest thing. It looks like someone super glued your sunroof shut. And I was like, why would y'all do that? And they were like, I don't know how that would have happened if you're open. I was like, I don't know. But now I got my car back and fixed it. So if you park yourself under a tree and you have a sunroof, get your car washed thoroughly before you burn your motor out.
I'm going to try opening my sunroof because right now I'm not parking in the garage. I'm parking in my driveway.
Oh, if you have it, you'll notice the car's sticky. Like,
I don't think
and
my car's sticky.
I have the same situation. Zach's dog will come inside and has just leaves all over him. I'm like, ugh, because they're
so
just
annoying.
it's like they're super glued on. It's the most annoying thing.
Yeah, so
in my
now
life
I'm
right
just
now.
letting my dogs like in the front part because it's like fake grass. And I'm like, listen, I'll just pick up the turds. You're not going down there because it's a nightmare.
I agree. I know. Oh, did y'all see the TikTok I sent you? Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna's publicist fired them.
No.
Wait, the publicist fired. Wait, they had the same publicist?
Wait.
Lisa
No, they
Rinna
had
and
different publicists.
Why?
What?
And their publicist dropped them.
Why?
Well, I'm sure it's around their behavior and the fact that they got caught up in all this mess. Very interesting. I just was scrolling through TikTok and saw that, and I said,
Probably because the publicist was getting involved in the drama, which is probably
a
what
little too much.
nobody wants to be involved in. Like
Yeah.
if that's your
That's your
career,
business?
if
Yeah.
that's your business, you don't want to be involved in like a
Yeah.
housewives drama episode. That is crazy. Also, I mean, I've had a PR team before, and you pay them, so I feel like that's very strange for them to like get rid of the money too, because I was like, it's not cheap. It's like $3,500 a month for like a good PR team.
Oh, I know.
So that's crazy. But I bet you it's because of what happened in the episode with the last episode before the reunion when the publicist's name got dropped and they were saying that he was the one spreading everything.
You know, it's so funny. So we actually have a lot of listeners in Australia, and I did not realize that we watched two different episodes until someone sent me the episode that aired in Australia where they showed a clip of the publicist at Erica's hair event
Yeah.
eavesdropping on the whole conversation.
Yes.
Now, is that because like the production company edits the episode, but Bravo buys it? Now, is it Hey You in Australia?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So why would that be? Why would they?
I think it's because to get people talking, because I think they knew that would come out, like that it was like this was like a hidden thing in another country. I think they knew people, like it would get out and it would cause like a commotion and cause people
More
to talk.
online stir.
Like more stir. Because I feel like that has to be intentional.
Yeah.
It has to be, because there's no way it wouldn't be intentional.
Well, I'll tell you, no one's having a better time with this than Kathy Hilton. She is on Instagram every week answering everyone's questions about the reunion before each reunion episode airs.
Oh my gosh.
And it is very funny.
Well, Bravo does not like that, but
I know.
Well,
And I
yeah,
saw
and Kathy's like,
something-
fire me. Like it's
I saw something also where I guess they're trying to get Denise back on the show as well. Is that not true?
Very interesting. So Sutton went and had dinner with Denise recently, and then I think someone was hanging out with Camille, and then someone else posted a picture of Kim Richards.
oh.
And so people are kind of speculating, like, all right, is that going to be the shakeup next year?
Maybe, but then you kind of have the total opposite of what we had this year. Like it has to be somewhat balanced. You can't have heavy, like it was heavy Fox Force 5 or whatever they call themselves. But then if you get rid of them and then you have heavy the other, it's still not a balanced show. You have to have some balance,
Yeah, I don't know.
which is why I feel like, again, everyone will message me when the next cast comes out with Beverly Hills. I think there's going to be a shakeup with those 4 women.
Okay. Who would you like to see back the most?
I think Kyle will be there because she's kind of the
Or no,
person's
sorry,
been there
I
from the
guess
beginning.
of former housewives come back.
former housewives come back. Lisa Vanderpump.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I would like to
Garcelle was
see-
with Vanderpump
I
recently.
know.
Yeah.
I saw Lisa say something too. Just 'cause I follow
Oh,
Lisa.
yes.
I like
Okay.
Lisa.
I made this prediction a few weeks ago, but I don't think I made it on here. I think what's going to happen is everything that's happened the last 5 years is going to find its way to be pointed at Rinna. I think Puppygate is going to be Rinna. I think who else is left?
Let's also preface this by saying this podcast is being done before the reunion. So if Trey's
Yes.
right,
I'm right. I'm
Is a
very
magician,
right.
yes.
I sure am. But I think what's going to end up happening is she's going to put herself in a corner to where that she can't get out of and have no choice but to leave, because kind of like with Phaedra, they figured out all this stuff that was happening was her doing, and it was just behind the curtain for so long. Eventually the curtain gets pulled back.
that may be why the publicist dropped them.
Could be.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I will say, whenever the reunion trailer dropped, I did notice that Lisa and Erica did not put it out there right away, which makes me believe, and again, the reunion has not aired yet while we're doing this one, which makes me believe that they are not happy with the way the reunion happened.
Yes. I agree. Someone said something very interesting. How do these women always look so great during filming, and then reunion comes and it looks like they walked into a dark closet and threw on a dress?
Oh, I was the very opposite. Thank you.
Well,
except for our last one. That was bad.
Oh my God.
That was bad. Stephanie had to have her makeup sent to my room.
I was like, here you go, bestie.
So can you explain why that is the case sometimes where you're like, you looked great all season, now you're wearing the what?
Because there's a style, because it's not about you, it's about the group. So there's a stylist. You can send them options, but Bravo has the final say on what you wear. So it's not really your choice. Brandi knows. Brandi's had things at the reunion that she hasn't liked. I've had things at the reunion. Like, I didn't love my last dress that I did at the reunion, but they said we had to dress like we were going to a tea party, and then everybody looked like they were going to a different party. So I was like, well, this is very tea party. But you don't pick your clothes. Like, at the end of the day, they're in charge of what you wear, and that goes for your confessionals. That goes for everything.
Stephanie was always very firm on what she was wearing. She was like, I don't care. I'll buy it myself. I am not wearing. You fought the good fight.
Yes, except for last year.
Well, you still made them get you an Oscar de la Renta dress.
Yes, but I didn't love it. Like, I wanted to do something sparkly, and then they said no sparkles, and I show up and everybody's in sparkles but me, and I'm like, you motherfuckers. I'm the tea party person. But yeah, so I will say, every time people don't like an outfit, you just be nice to the Bravo celebrity wearing it, because it's not their fault.
At the reunion.
Yes, at the reunion, yeah.
Don't be mad about taglines either, because we don't pick our
taglines out either. Like, they give them to us because Brandi had the best tagline ever, and they never let her use it. So
Did either of y'all ever have your husband at the reunion? Like, on camera?
Oh, God, no. I purposely would never let Travis.
Why is that?
Because he has zero filter. And I mean, I know he would get me another season, but at what cost? Like, he would tell everybody what he thought. Like, he's very opinionated. And I think it's a great quality of his, but I think it's a bad quality of mine for him to be my husband on a show like that.
Did they ask for him to come?
Oh, yeah. They wanted him and Brian before, but they both are like, no. But Travis would do it, but I was like, I will kill you.
Why didn't you want Brian there?
I mean, Brian would just sit there. He wouldn't even say anything.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Travis, there were a few seasons where Travis absolutely should not have been there.
Brian's the very opposite of Travis. Travis will be like, they balance each other.
Yeah, like, Brian is like more like me. I think he's more like, keeps his opinions to himself a little bit more, and Travis is more like, I don't even know if I would say he's like Brandi. He's like just out there. He is like, says whatever he thinks.
I'm a lot more buttoned up than I used to be.
Yeah. I would say he's like Brandi, like season 1 and 2. Trey.
Yes?
What's going on with your wedding?
Well, I finally signed my wedding contract. Okay. So I've learned a lot through this process. One thing I've learned is you do not sign the first contract you get, because these wedding venues really capitalize on you being emotionally tied to your event, and you should never be emotionally tied to a deal. I know that in business, but I don't know that in my personal life, which is why I buy houses and cars and plan weddings just on a whim. So we got our wedding contract, and I was like, beautiful. And Zach responded within 3 hours and redlined the entire thing, and I was like, well, there goes that. So then we went to the venue a few weeks ago, and we were looking at it, and I had someone helping me negotiate this deal that was not Zach, and we were really firm on the fact that, like, we want to plan our own wedding, and this person was trying to plan our wedding for us, and I was like, I'm absolutely not doing that. And it ended up taking longer than we wanted to, and we realized kind of the deal that we were getting the first time was a better deal than what was happening as the conversation was carrying on. So I took my wedding back into our own hands, and we have signed the contract and we are ready to roll with it. So now we're picking out all the other fun stuff.
And you have a date?
Yeah,
Okay.
May 6th.
Okay, I didn't know if you were going to say it, but anyways, I had a panic moment because I was like, because I was talking to Stephanie about some stuff, and then she said the date, and I was like, oh my God, please tell me that cheer is not that weekend. and so I was like texting her, and then we ended up on the phone, but it's not. Don't worry. It's the weekend before.
I will tell you this, something I learned through working with this person is that there is a lot you can ask for that they will not give you unless you ask for it. But if you ask for it, they're pretty easy to just be like, yeah, sure, we'll throw it in. Like little add-on things that would normally, this is, I think what I learned from this person was that a group event and a wedding are the same thing for the venue, except a wedding is twice as expensive. So when it comes to your wedding, ask for those things. Or first of all, ask for a group contract just to compare and contrast. But then 2, ask for those things in your wedding contract and you will get it. So I will say that between Zach and our other negotiator, we were able to get probably about double of what we would have gotten had I just signed it in the moments that I initially got the wedding contract.
So exciting.
That's exciting, Trey.
Yes.
And I like that it's in Mexico.
Me
That's
too.
so fun.
You're going to have a really hard time having Travis not make this all about himself, though.
You know, it is. His birthday is May 4th, so I'm
the day of my
already
bachelor
like,
party.
yes, I'm already like, oh Lord Jesus, Travis. Good.
And Cinco de Mayo, this is going to be an eventful weekend.
So with a lot of the venues in Mexico, you have to be done by 10, especially like if it's on a hotel property. So we were going back and forth with the idea of, do we want to do an after party? And we landed on no, because 1, I'm going to be tired.
Yes.
Well, that's also number 2. Number 3 is I would rather people be absolutely trashed at the reception, except for like our parents. Our parents need to be on it because they're hosting. But I would rather the guests be just like have a grand old time and then exit off to their rooms at like 9:30, 9:45. That would make me very happy.
Well, and you know what?
Or go on and head on to the Cabo Wabo.
Yeah, or go somewhere else.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Go to Cabo Wabo. Yeah, exactly.
Brandi and I will keep when you
that little bitty
have your
tequila
romantic
bar down
honeymoon,
there.
we will have our romantic Cabo Wabo.
I actually really am trying to like plan the wedding events around like, I'm trying to be mindful of Travis's birthday too, of like how
Don't be
that
mindful
could
of
be.
his birthday.
I was totally joking, but
No, that's something I've like actually thought of. Like, okay, how
Stephanie
can
always says it's a national
there
holiday.
be like?
Oh my God. Whenever you picked that day, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing for me because I don't have to worry about like having a birthday party for like having a big dinner. He's never like a happy man on his birthday. So I'll be like, keep it together for the sake of Trey.
It's not about you, Travis.
Right?
Okay, so for our bachelor party, we want to do like, once we already have the whole group in Mexico, do like just a little like day yacht trip. And I was like, well, obviously on this yacht, we need everything to be penis shaped. And Zach was like, that's so like cliche. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I totally feel like we should be
What
sipping
are you
penis
talking
straws.
about?
Oh, I'm going to have
Brandy's going to bring her Clone Willy.
And sexual chocolate. Like, it's
gonna
all
have
coming
all
out.
the
It's all
weenies
coming
out.
out.
all the weenies. I feel like you have to have some
I am definitely going to have the dick in the
penis
box.
stuff. Yeah. I feel like you have to have penis stuff.
Yeah,
Even though
you
it's
do.
cliche, like it has to be, like you have to celebrate the right way.
Yeah.
I'm putting y'all in charge of the weenies.
Yes, of course. We can
serve
even
little weenies.
Brady and I can even do the panty game.
Oh yeah, the
for y'all.
fanny game. Yeah.
Oh well, you'll
Yeah.
like it when you find out. What
Do
it
I
is.
get a lingerie shower? How does that work?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like we should definitely have a
We need to
lingerie
discuss
shower.
this.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you get? Like, what do you wear whenever you're trying to turn Zach on?
So, actually, let me tell you. So I ordered this.
Oh God, I thought you were going to say
ordered-
nothing, but you actually do buy stuff. Okay.
I ordered something that came in last night. I found these on Amazon. They were like $1.75 a piece, and like with how much material is on them, they should have been $1.75 a piece. And
What is it?
I don't even know how to talk about this. Okay. So it was this little lingerie thing that has like an elephant trunk, but it looks like an
God.
actual elephant. And I was like, what do you think of this? And he about spit his cold brew all over the house. It didn't get the reaction that I was hoping for.
Was he laughing?
Yes. But he was also confused.
I'm not going to lie. Brian came out in an elephant costume down there. I would laugh too.
He was confused and like the window was open and he was like, oh my God, there was just a lot happening in like a 3-second moment.
Wait, that's what are you going to wear on your honeymoon?
Like, well, you better be glad it wasn't a pig.
Okay, let me ask you this. Because I know girls like wear lingerie on their honeymoon, but as like a man on your honeymoon, are you going to wear something like special, like a special thong or something?
No, I think honestly nothing would turn him on more than me just taking some Gas X and then calling it a night.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
On
We
that
should ask
note.
him. Actually,
Yes.
let's ask him. Let's call him.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I feel like you definitely need something special. That's why I've never had a lingerie party for a man, but I'm very interested in seeing what's out there, so I am all about it. But if we do it, will you try it on for us?
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, then we're doing it.
All right. This is going to stress him out.
But like you have to wear something sexy, right?
Oh, you ask him.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, we're doing our podcast, full disclosure, but quick question. For the night of the wedding, what would you like Trey to wear? Because I feel like most girls wear like lingerie or something sexy. So would you, like, we're trying to make sure that he's dressed to impress.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he should be like in like, he said something about like an elephant thing, like elephant thong, but do you want him to be in like something special and sexy, like maybe some like thong, like sparkly thong thing with like nipple covers, or what would you envision? What would be your perfect thing?
What turns you on?
Maybe a silk pajama suit as opposed to the lovely elephant thong.
Did you not like that?
Oh, I loved it.
I'm going to wear that.
Okay, so
You
silk,
could maybe wear that under.
My
yes.
silk pajamas.
I feel like you have to like be able to rip it off and have something
Bow, chicka,
like-
bow, wow.
big and amazing, kind of like a stripper, like a silk where you like
Exactly.
rip it off and have a dance for him.
I'm
Brandi,
not
that's
Brandi's
choreographic.
choreographic.
Maybe a cop costume or a firefighter costume.
Oh.
A Dallas Cowboy cheerleader costume.
Will you be wearing lingerie?
Do you want me to?
Trey,
No.
yes, you do. He wants you to wear a sparkly thong.
Yeah.
He told us.
I'll wear my jockstrap for you on the wedding.
Oh, and little like nipple tassels.
Yep.
TBD.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Now we know.
Thanks,
Now we know.
Now
Yes.
we know.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, he wants like a very
Well, that
nice-
settles that.
He's more conservative than
I know. I told you.
thought.
He just wants me to take some Gas X, and
Do you fart all the time in bed or something? Like, why do you need to take gas
I
X?
don't.
Travis doesn't even ask me to take gas X. Like, I took gas X. He's not like, oh my God, I'm so turned on right now.
I'm actually- I'm
and
glad
I
you didn't
actually
ask him
fart a lot, so I don't know what your problem is. Like, I've never.
I don't know.
Oh, my word. What is this world coming to?
Okay, well.
Well, thanks for
long? Are we good?
listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on Instagram and Facebook.
And me at Brandi Redmond.
And you follow our podcast at BS the Podcast.
Bye.